Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Welcome to Sandal College Voice Section Online Class 7. Dear students, Assalamu alaikum. Here is Akhtar Said, your English teacher. Today is lecture number 48, Unit 4, The Cario Murder Case. We'll read its part 2 of 3. Actually, it is a lengthy story, so I have divided the text of the lesson into 3 parts. Today is the second part of total 3. It is taken. What is taken? This story, The Cario Murder Case, is taken from a novella that has been written by Robert Louis Stevenson called The Strange Case of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Actually, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde are the same persons. Two names of the same person. That was first published in 1886. It is about a London lawyer named Mr. Utterson who investigates strange occurrences between his old friend Dr. Henry Jekyll and the evil Edward Hyde. What Mr. Utterson doesn't realize is that the good Dr. Jekyll has created a potion. Potion means medicine that transforms him into the evil Mr. Hyde. He was not now a good Dr. Jekyll, but he became an evil person named Mr. Hyde, and Mr. Hyde doesn't want to change back, and now he does not want to return to become Dr. Jekyll. Stevenson wrote this novella very quickly during a period of illness. It was an immediate success and remains popular today. It is called one of the world famous English novels. Dear students, The Cario Murder Case. Before embarking on today's lecture, I would like to give you the summary of the previous lectures so that you may relate the previous story to the present lecture. Number 1, the maid. As you can see, a maid servant is standing by the side of the window and she is looking out. Whatever happened in the previous lecture was a scene that happened in the street. The maid went upstairs to sleep at 11. You know, the maid's house was near the river. Number 2, she sat beside the window and started thinking deeply. Then she suddenly saw an aged and beautiful old man with white hair in the street. Number 4, then she saw a small man whom she knew but did not like him and who once came to see her master. Number 5, the old man talked gently, but the other man, who was short-statured, the other man beat him with stick and made him fall down. Seeing this horrible scene, the maid fell down and fainted. Now we start today's lecture from here onwards. It was 2 o'clock when she came to herself. She came to her senses. उसे होश आ गया तो ये 2 बजे का वक्त था and called for the police. The criminal was gone long ago, but there lay his victim. Victim means target, whom he had killed in the middle of the lane, in the middle of the street. Incredibly beaten up. Unbelievably, the person was beaten up. This was the same person who was aged but beautiful with white hair, and the short man killed him and beaten him very hard. The stick with which the deed had been done, although it was of some rare and very tough and heavy wood, had broken in the middle. That stick was used so bitterly and severely that it broke in the middle, and one splintered half. Splintered means broken half of that stick had rolled in the neighboring gutter. The other, without doubt, had been carried away by the killer. You can see he had a heavy stick in his hand. This stick broke into 2 pieces. One remained there and the other was taken by him to his house. A purse and a gold watch were found upon the victim. Only 2 things were found. Number 1, purse. Number 2, a gold watch. But no cards or papers. No cards, identity card or papers, mean no documents were recovered from him except a sealed and stamped envelope. Sealed means closed, wrapped and stamped envelope. एक envelope था जो बंद था और उसके ऊपर stamp भी लगी हुई थी, which he had been probably carrying to the post. Probably, perhaps he had been taking it to the post office to post it, and which bore the name and address of Mr. Utterson. Mr. Utterson's name and address were written on that envelope. This was brought to the lawyer the next morning before he was out of bed. He was sleeping when that envelope reached the lawyer named Mr. Utterson, and he had no sooner seen it and been told the circumstances. When he saw it, he was told the circumstances means situation, the situation of the killer and the murder. The case was brought to him. Then he shot out a solemn lip. Shot out a solemn lip means he showed very seriousness. Seriousness, played upon his face, appeared on his face. I shall say nothing till I have seen the body. I mean the dead body, said he. This may be very serious. Obviously, it was very serious. Murder is, always a very serious case. Have the kindness to wait while I dress. Mr. Utterson, who was a lawyer, he requested to wait till he dressed himself, and with the same grave face. Grave face means serious face. He hurried through his breakfast and drove to the police station whither the dead body had been carried. Whither means where the dead body had been carried. As soon as he came into the cell, he nodded. Cell means the room where the dead body was kept. He nodded. He moved his head. Yes, said he, I recognize him. Recognize means know him. I am sorry to say that this is Sir Danvers Carew. Good grief, sir, exclaimed the officer. The officer in charge in the police station. Good grief, sir, he said. Oh, he was sorry what happened. Is it possible? And the next moment his eye lighted up with professional ambition, with professional spirit, with professional motivation that he would find the culprit, he would find the killer who had killed that aged gentleman. This will make a deal of noise. It means when the people would know about the murder, they will raise hue and cry. They will raise their voice against this murder. He said, the police officer said, and perhaps you can help us to the man. The police officer requested Mr. Utterson to help the police to find the man. Help us to the man, help the police to find the man who had killed this gentleman. And he briefly narrated. Narrated means told, stated. उसने बताया, police officer ने, what the maid had seen and showed the broken stick. Mr. Utterson had already quailed at the name of Hyde. Quailed means shocked. वो थोड़ा घबरा गया when he heard the name of Hyde, but when the stick was laid before him, he could doubt no longer. Broken and battered as it was. Battered means destroyed, broken. This stick was broken. He recognized it. Recognized, knew it. He recognized the stick for one that he had himself presented many years before to Henry Jekyll. This was the same stick that Mr. Utterson gave as a gift to Henry Jekyll. Actually, this Mr. Hyde is Henry Jekyll. Henry Jekyll was a doctor who made a medicine and became Mr. Hyde. Is this Mr. Hyde a person of small stature? He inquired. Stature means height. Inquired means asked. He asked if they had seen the person. Was he of small height? Particularly small and particularly wicked looking. Wicked looking means bad looking. जिसके चेहरे पे शैतानियत नजर आती है is what the maid calls him. The maid calls him wicked looking because maid did not like him, and very rightly so, said the officer. Mr. Utterson reflected. Mr. Utterson thought, and then raising his head, if you will come with me in my cab, he said. He said if he is ready to come with him in a cab. Cab is like a tonga that is driven by horses. I think I can take you to his house. Whose house? The house of Henry Jekyll. It was by this time about 9 in the morning, and the first fog of the season hung in the streets. Hung here means spread. This was the first fog of the season that had spread in the streets. The cab rolled away through the dark, dreary streets. Dreary means dull, boring, lifeless. It was, fog in the streets, so there were no people, there were no life. The streets seemed to be lifeless. That's why the writer used dreary for the streets. And Mr. Utterson felt gloomy. Gloomy means sad. He was sad to see the fog. Actually, he was also sad to know that a murder had been done. As the cab drew up before the address indicated, the cab stopped in front of the house whose address was there. The fog lifted a little. थोड़ी सी जो fog थी वो कम हुई and showed him a dingy street. Dingy means dirty. A grubby eating house. Grubby means dirty, ugly. Dingy and grubby are synonymous to each other. A few eating house means a small hotel where the people eat something. A few shops selling cheap goods. Many ragged children. Ragged means shabby, dirty. Children huddled in the doorways. Huddled means gathered in the doorways. This is what Mr. Utterson saw when the fog lifted a bit, and many people of different nationalities passing by. Many people who were of different nationalities, they were going here and there, and Mr. Utterson saw them as well. And the next moment the fog settled down again upon that part, and after some time the fog spread again and the visibility dropped down once again, as brown as umber. Umber means dark brownish yellow. There was fog that was of dark brownish yellow color, and it was difficult to see clearly and cut him off from the lowly surroundings. Because when there was no fog, he could see the surroundings. Now the fog had spread once again. He was cut off from that surroundings. He was not able to see the surroundings. This was the home of Henry Jekyll's favorite, our man who was heir to, heir means inheritor, जिसको विरासत में मिलने थे, to a $250,000 sterling. $250,000 sterling means, sterling actually is British currency. He was to get $250,000 sterling inheritance. That's all of today's lecture, dear students. If you find any problem, if you have any question, you may comment in the feedback group. I'll be there to answer your questions. Till some next lecture, take a very good care of yourself and your dear ones. Thank you very much.